was another question that came in. Can you please share best practices from the industry in what concerns the management of CMOs, CDMOs, especially in terms of the use of digital platforms that enable visibility from the sponsor side on CMOs activities related to the product contracted? That's an interesting question, and I would like to have somebody from industry, maybe Derek or Davide, because it includes also a virtual platform. Can you share your thoughts on that question?
Let Davide go first.
Davide?
Yeah. What we have, so in terms of digital platforms to ensure proper oversight, I don't have significant examples to bring. Okay. So please, if Derek can.
Sure.
Okay, that's fine. Derek.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I've seen that becomes useful, and I mean, it's really a supply chain tool, but it can be sort of interpretive with respect to supplier oversight. So ERP tools and distribution tools, if you have a supplier or a network of suppliers and maybe they're distributing product to various multiple markets, let's say, for example, and maybe formulations have similarities, or maybe it's just the supplier themselves. If you have that in an electronic platform for distribution, then some of the information that you might want to utilize for trending purposes can come out of that to start. And so I've seen this applied in many capacities where we would take distribution data and then we back into the quality data overlay. And in sophisticated systems, some firms have their ERP or supply chain tools talking to, for example, TrackWise. And that's I think a really useful way to quickly and efficiently get feedback data on a particular supplier's performance. It's just one example, but I'm sure there's many of different types of electronic matrices like that you could use.
Yeah, Carmel, I could add on because
go ahead.
A lot, and with a lot of the larger CDMOs or CMOs, they actually, as part of the supply agreement, as Derek mentioned in the quality agreement, agree to share their data electronically, their quality system data, not just the purchasing. So it's not only TrackWise, they have access to laboratory specific data, they have access to manufacturing shop floor. So you take a major firm that has an ERB and the major CMO, and I won't mention CMO names, but they actually access it. They also, during this pandemic, have been using remote tools so that the sponsor can actually see the shop floor. It's very prevalent with the major CDMOs.
Great. Ranjana or anyone else from industry would like to comment on that question in terms of CMOs and any digital platform to enable visibility?
I think, as Derek and Fran have said, it's important to have the agreement up front, to prevent any hiccups. And I don't see why a CMO will not share the data digitally, because that data is my data, you know? So yeah, I think it should be very clear. And some are more willing to do that, and some are reluctant, but at the end of the day, it's my data, I'm responsible, I'm the sponsor, so I think we should ask for it.
Great. And one